Hello. Good day. Good day to you. I live in New Zealand, and it is the 5th of January. My birthday is on the 17th. I've gotten a few birthday gifts. So my in-laws. I was trying to remember what kind of contract we have together. It's in-law. That the in-law contract. My coworkers. I'm sorry. I have like early onset dementia. I'm just like, who are you? Anyways, this from my in-laws who are currently here visiting, and it's a bromeliad, and I have to keep it alive. And this is from Palina Outkina, who's my best friend, and she actually drew this for me on Christmas Day. That's what she spent her Christmas doing, is drawing this picture for me. So she's like my best friend. And I'm going to put it in a frame. It sort of looks like me 10 years ago. And it's got like blonde hair. I used to have blonde hair. But I'll put this here. That's nice. And I've gotten lots of gifts for Christmas, Halloween, Christmas, birthday, whatever. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? But I've gotten a lot of stuff, so that's really nice. I have a lot of family alliances, pacts, contracts, allegiances, loyalties, with fidelity with different people. And I sort of, I need to value the level that I'm at. And I do think that the full moon in Cancer on the 3rd really showed all of us kind of where we are and what the next couple years is going to look like for us. And I do have a lot of people that care about me, clearly. And so, yeah, I was thinking, just in service to the people, that I would do some like New Year's readings if anyone wants to hop on. And I've developed this new style. So I smoked a little pot. I've been smoking a little pot here and there, 2 or 3 times a month. And I've developed this kind of different way of pulling tarot. Like every time I pull tarot when I'm stoned, chef's kiss. Second to none. The cards fly out. I think it sort of facilitates pattern recognition in a different way, in a different capacity than when you're sober. And I also just find that my shuffling is more fluid, and the cards are popping out in more magical kind of ways and things, and they're coming at the right times. And marijuana, truly one of those sacred plants. But I've developed through that pulling tarot stoned a couple of times of this kind of way of just pulling the cards without asking questions and letting the cards kind of lead the way. Almost kind of like a general reading vibe instead of like asking questions like in the kind of way that I typically do it. But I'm really good at doing that for myself, so I'm curious if I'll be able to translate that onto other human beings. Because I am so familiar with the cards, I'm seeing the pattern that's happening, and I'm like, oh, that's what you're talking about. And sort of questions start to naturally arise, and then shuffle some more cards, get a couple, three or four laid down, and then this kind of natural way of doing it. And I guess I never have done like Celtic crosses, or I haven't been very I've never been a very by the book practitioner, really, of anything. At the gym, so my leg press is 750 pounds. So basically, I'm better than everyone. That's what I'm sort of sensing. That's what I'm starting to sense when I go to the gym, that I'm better than everybody else in the world and on the planet, kind of a thing. And you know, the deadlift is at like 150 kg, like, which is like 300 pounds, 300 something pounds. And really, I'm just a monster. I'm just a monster of progress. And through my study, so I'm studying to become a teacher, and I am 6 months away from graduating. Woohoo! Making all A's and the occasional B. We have to do like these Maori classes. Like, we're trying to revitalize Maori-dom in New Zealand, which I think is cute, but I think it's a bit of a waste of resources and energy. We are not the richest first world kind of country. We have like a lot of problems. We have like some problems and stuff, and in retaining our highly educated people, we have a problem. They often go overseas for better pay. We don't pay people what they deserve, and then this English education that, you know, the crown, the sort of education in New Zealand is very rigorous. And it's 13 years, not 12, it's 13 years, but you can sort of opt into different pathways. You can go down like a trainee pathway where you leave school at 15, 16, and you start studying to become a mechanic or a car engineer or builder or floorer or like whatever, doing stuff with your hands kind of a person. Or you can carry on and graduate and start getting sort of college credits, and a lot of the kids are burning out these days. No one has the attention span. Everyone's on ChatGPT. I just feel like we need to streamline for the future, and you know, these children, they're digital natives. A lot, you know, if you're born in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, like. And the kids I teach who are born in 2022, you know, they're born at. I teach kids that are born post-COVID. And COVID, I taught all the COVID babies. And now I'm teaching like the kind of post-COVID children, and they are, by all accounts, they are not going to be spending long hours in the library with these tomes and like going through the pages of these epic or like law. They're not going to go to law school and like really it all by inevitably is gonna be merged with technology and streamlined. So my sort of thinking, and I'm writing papers about this and kind of planning for my future is like what am I supposed to do? Because I'm getting like all A's and B's. Yeah, I'm doing really exceptionally well in my studies, and I'm a really good academic writer. So I'm thinking like, why don't I use that to my advantage and go for like law school or medical school or something? Like, I could do it, but it's like it's so late in the game at this point. I'm like 32. I'm about to turn 33 in a couple of days. And I'm really just looking for the highest bidder, who's the highest bidder, most money possible, and that's my objective. And I'm gonna start stripping. I've already spoken about this in a past live, I believe, and sort of a little bit on this YouTube stripping. And I did post a video of me like sort of haphazardly dancing. But I have been practicing my dancing, my twerking, my micro movements. You hypnotize people. It's so funny. Hypnotize people through micro movement and eye contact. And yeah, so and sugar baby daddying. I went on the sugar baby website and I got like 1 million offers. I was like, I thought I'd be aged out, but I was getting lots of offers. So I just need to find a whale. I need to find a couple whales maybe, and then start stripping. I think kind of on the side while I'm studying law or studying something, finance or something. And so by the time I'm 36, 7, 8, 9, 40, I'm on a salary. I can sort of wean myself off of sex work and go headlong into some sort of more respectable white collar position. So that's the narrative that I'm telling myself, and that's the kind of path that I feel like I'll definitely go down, because I'm have a lot of energy, a lot of mental energy. I have a lot of physical energy. I'm in better shape than I was when I was 18. Like, I'm a monster. Like, at the gym, I do an hour of cardio every other day. I also walk the dogs every single day for an hour. I'm just feeling really robust and strong in myself. So I'm just thinking like, how can I channel that into making as much money as humanly possible? Who is this? Pufferfish Leo. A Leo. Are you a Leo? You must be a Leo. I'm Leo. I get a surprising. Have I read for you before? I get a surprising number of Leos attracted to my channel. Like, I've read for so many Leos. It's preposterous to me. Oh, I'm Leo. Oh, you're an Aquarius. Okay. Never mind. An Aquarius. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's more my speed. That's kind of what I would prefer to read for. My name is Leo. Okay. Have I read for you before? I hope you don't mind. I'm a teacher, so I'm on break for the past 2 or 3 weeks. And, I'm just sort of casually enjoying this plant that my in-laws gave me. And I've sort of put it here as, sort of in the foreground, while my towels and robe are sort of there in the background. And then all my random shit and stuff. I've never read for you before. Ooh, yay! I have a really solid group of about 50 people who just keep coming back to me. And I seem to be, I don't know if I've been shadow banned or something for being so explicit and insane, but like I'm constantly well, I can't seem to like break the threshold of like 53 subscribers. but but it's also true that I don't post often. I post like once a month. I do a live once a month. So you caught me at a good time. I'm pretty good at tarot. I'm really good at tarot. Lucid dreamer, astral projector. I hear voices. I also see stuff. I also can go into the astral at will. Pull tarot pretty often. My best friend. Oh, I'll show you this. She painted this. She drew this for me on Christmas. See this? It's my Christmas gift. And she's a psychic. My best friend she's like a true blue, like the best psychic I've ever encountered. My partner is a wizard. Like everyone I know is like magical. And I sort of live kind of a hermit kind of life. I live in New Zealand. So I'm American, but I live in New Zealand at the bottom of the South Island. I live in a really remote, rural little town. And I have 2 dogs and whatever. But like I've been in this shit for years. And I have to go to the bathroom really quick. If you don't mind, can you just pause? And I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna take my pants off. Okay, this isn't OnlyFans. But I did take my pants off. Okay. And I don't have any underwear on, so. Pufferfish. Can you tell me your name, your age, and your location? And I'm going to drink a beer, so I'm drinking a beer. This shit tastes like piss water. It's a lager. Cheers to you, bud. It's a lager, but it's carb. It's low carb, so it's low calorie. This is what I always drink, but it tastes like absolute piss. It's horrendous. I've been spoiled. I used to live in Austin, Texas, and it's like the beer capital of the South. And I used to go to like micro bistros, and I would have like the most delicious beer. I was a beer aficionado. Like I would drink just some tasty. I used to drink really tasty beer, but New Zealand doesn't really have that. It's kind of just a means to an end, especially in this part of the country. Okay, so your name, your age, and your location. Kind of, you don't have to tell me your exact location, just like your general location. Oh, you already did. Lionel Campos, 41, Chicago. Okay. Do I say that like Lionel? Leonel Campos. Are you Like Latin X. I don't know what the campus. Are you like whatever Mexican or Spanish or South American or something? Caribbean. Mexican American. Okay, cool. Extra blessings to you at this time. In the age of ice. I haven't been in America for 7 years. So and I'm from I'm from Texas. So yeah, there's really like strong Spanish or Mexican community. Todos los me habla español poquito. I took 4 years, 4 años of español in escuela. And you know, I had a lot of Mexican friends and Mexican people everywhere, like my whole life. Like anyway, so Lionel, am I saying that right? Lionel? Oh, is it like Lionel Campos? Lionel? Not Lionel. My partner, oh no, my partner's 42. Parents are Mexican. I was born in the USA. Yeah. That's what I thought. I didn't think you're like, or I don't know. I didn't really assume, but I thought probably you grew up in America. Leo too. I'll go by Leo. Lionel is cool. Lionel is my name. Lionel. I like that. That's a pretty name. That's cool. Okay, so you're 41. You live in Chicago. I was actually born in Detroit. And my mom is from Illinois. So here we go. We have a little Midwest connection there as well. I lived in Detroit until I was like 8 or 9, and then we moved to Texas. But I've been to Chicago. I love windy and cold, and I was young, so I didn't really get I've never been there as an adult. So when I think about it, I think of like this gray, like a kind of a grayness. Damn Detroit Lions beat the Bears today. Did we really? Oh, that's football. The Lions are football. Cool. Are the Bears from Chicago? Are the Bears the Chicago Bears? That sounds right. Are they the Chicago Bears? Right. Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry. What can I say? Yeah, Detroit. My beer flew across the room. Your beer flew across. Were you so upset that you threw your beer across the room? That's hilarious. Okay. 23 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to move that plant. Okay. I want it. Plant. I want it right here. There we go. Some plant. Okay. Do you have any questions for the tarot, or do you just want a general reading, or what? I'm actually gonna start shuffling, see what comes up. Okay, so Leo, 41 Chicago. Spirit, what comes up for Leo, 41 Chicago? The Star. Okay, I feel like you might be going through, like a lot of us are going through, you said work. Well, I'm getting you're going through like a rebirthing process. a renewing, a cleansing, like some sort of like rehaul of your life. Like you might be cleaning out the house or updating your CV, or like you're going through some, or you may be starting a workout regimen, or you're going through some kind of like brand new, like reviving, cleansing, renewal like process. You want to know what you have coming in the next few weeks or months. Okay, so I guess for your general energy, I'm getting that you're going through, and a lot of us, and this is it's like New Year's, so a lot of us are sort of doing this at the moment. What do I have coming up in the next few months or weeks? Okay, what sort of energy does Leo have coming up in the next few months, weeks? What sort of energy does Leo have coming up in the next few months, weeks? So that would be the world. Okay, I'm getting the world. What sort of energy does Leo have coming up in the next few months, weeks? What sort of energy does Leo have coming in the next few months, weeks? Spirit, what kind of energy does Leo have coming up the next few months, weeks? Spirit, what kind of energy the next few months or weeks for Leo? Few months or weeks for Leo. The Emperor. Ooh, I'm getting some good cards. Okay, and I'll pull the third energy. What kind of energy does Leo have coming up in the next few months, weeks? It's looking good. I'm getting all major arcana, like really good cards. Okay, maybe love as well. Some love or creativity. I don't know if you work in the creative field. Okay, overall, what's the energy of Leo? What's the energy going on for Leo in the next couple of months, weeks? Overall, what's the energy? Overall, what's the energy? Ooh, some conflict. Okay. All right, so maybe we're battling. Okay, so I'm getting you're going through a renewal process in general. You say, what do I have coming up? That's the Aquarian card. Yeah, this is the Aquarian card. You are correct about that. And then I'm getting for your general energy for the next couple weeks, I'm getting the world. So a sense of completion, maybe completing projects, starting projects and getting a habit in place. Like you might be starting habits or starting some sort of new routine in life. It could be, I don't know what it could possibly be, but I'm getting a sense that you are completing tasks and every day you're putting in like a good effort and like getting things done. So there's a sense of completion. This even speaks to travel. I don't know if you're traveling in the next couple of weeks. This actually speaks to more international travel. That's a little bit of like a tangential connotation with this card. Sometimes people get this card when they're about to go overseas or something, but it just speaks to like generally see it's a circle, the snake eating. Isn't it a snake eating? You get all four of the stable energies, the fixed signs. They got like the Leo, the Taurus, the what would that be? Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and the eagle is, of course, Scorpio. So a fixed energy, a fixed sense of completion. So we're like completing tasks. We're like getting things done. You're feeling complete in yourself. So you have a sense of like completion, like things are, and you are taking initiative. The second card that I got is the Emperor. So you're taking control of your life. I'm getting a sense the next couple, like you are like on top of your shit in the next couple of weeks. And there's like, I'm getting a knight, so I'm getting movement, guy on a horse. I'm getting some sense of movement. I'm also getting a sense of creativity. This also speaks to love. So I don't know if women or men or whatever you're interested in is on the mind, but we're moving forward with our creative pursuits, or we're moving forward with a love interest. We're taking action on that love interest. So I'm getting a sense of harmony. I'm getting a sense of action. Like we're like pushing the needle forward on love. Maybe we're going on dates, or we're doing so. I don't know if you're married or dating or something like that, but it seems like you will be taking some action in that direction. Or this speaks to if you are in a creative field. which I don't know, you're a graphic designer or something, and your projects are just moving. Like you're just knocking out these assignments one after the other. If you work in some sort of creative, like emotional, like the emotions are moving, or maybe it speaks to just the routine or whatever you're doing in the next couple of months, weeks, is giving you a sense of fulfillment and purpose and like inner soulful creative fulfillment and joy, and things are moving forward, and that sense of joy is just like building and building and building and building and moving forward. And so you seem really aligned. This is a great reading, and but that I got the overall energy, I did get the 5 of Wands. So I'm getting there's a sense of this speaks to conflict and warfare, but in a sort of jovial way. You see how these guys are just kind of, it's almost like children when they brandish a fake sword and they start jousting just for fun. There's going to be some sort of obstacles. There could be some brief, like some sort of obstacles in the way. I'm a superior for now, a supervisor for now. Now Foods and Now. Oh, I know Now. That's the supplement brand. Okay, yeah. I'm getting so overall energy is action. It's like little small battles, so little inconsistencies, little things that are getting in your way throughout the day, hiccups or something. Like I'm getting a sense that we're moving into a sense of completion, self-agency, and creative fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, and overall renewal. But I'm getting a sense that in the tiny nitty-gritty details of what that entails, like on a day-to-day basis, it's like getting up early in the morning and like, press the snooze button for like maybe 15 minutes and then okay, get out of bed. Like little tiny battles with yourself on this journey, like whatever that could possibly mean for you, like eating vegetables and protein and fruit. And you could go to McDonald's, but you're like, fuck it, I'll go home. I took the steak out of the freezer this morning, or like I was gonna make some like asparagus and like a salad. Like I'll do that. And like it's like you're having to make these adult choices in the moment that are hard for our short-term gratification setup. As human beings, we want the easy way. We want to fall back. We don't want to grow. We don't want to necessarily grow and revive ourselves. We would rather just resort to old patterns or negative patterns, drinking, eating bad, not showing up at the, being late and all this. So it's like, I'm getting a sense that there's going to be like a little bit of friction. So there will be some friction with doing all these things that are going to happen. So there's just going to be like a little bit of so maybe you're naturally predisposed to being lazy, or you're naturally have an inclination to let things slide. Like as an Aquarius, it's an elder sign. Old man Aquarius. I'm a Capricorn. And boy, I could, I could stare off into the distance and just let life sort of pass me by. I could quite happily sit there with a mug of, wintertime in Chicago cocoa and just sit by the fire with my cat and stroke my cat and just let the whole world just pass me by. Like, and when you're an elder sign, you're a little bit like, you're like, kind of like an old man. But I'm getting this sense with this Emperor card that some initiation, some fire. This is a card of Aries, like the card of fire and determination and forward motion is what's being called of you in the next couple of weeks or months. And with that, as an Aquarius, and Aquariuses are naturally, they need their alone time. They're a little quirky. They don't really they like people, but they don't really like people, if you know what I mean. Like they like themselves. You're the coolest person, probably. And so there's just going to be a little bit of friction, I think, with setting the ball in motion. You have a Capricorn stellium and a stronger. Do you really, boy? You know what? I am a Capricorn with a Scorpio moon and a Scorpio rising and a Scorpio Pluto, all in the first house. So, and I have 4 planets in freaking Capricorn. I have Uranus, Sun, Neptune, and Mercury conjunct. So, I feel that. You've come to the right place. And so I'm just getting, and when we have these big, I'm getting like a revolutionary with this world energy. I'm getting this whole revolutionary energy. Like, it feels like the next couple of weeks and months are really important for you. It's this revival or something kind of thing going on, and with that, it's not easy. It's not easy to change your life. Comes with friction. Comes with tediousness. Doing and like a Virgo will teach you that you need a good Virgo friend, or you need a good like something pedantic like a Libra, or something, one of these people who are just kind of like a little bit like, it's all in the small details. And as Capricorn, we just want to like order people around to like kind of take care of that kind of stuff, and quite good. And as an Aquarius, you might be, and you said you're in a manager position. It's like you can quite easily have people take care of the minutia and the and the fine print for you, and you just kind of can sit back on your throne and push the big buttons while other people are just kind of doing these things kind of like around you. But I'm getting a sense that you're needing to like maybe pay attention to the details, and there will be some friction and some discomfort. So I'm getting a sense that there's going to be like some discomfort with this cycle in the next coming weeks and months. Okay. Any other questions? And you said, you got me. Gotcha. Any other questions or thing? You said, sure. Love life, fitness, health, creativity, fulfillment, family, spiritual. Well, I don't get this a lot, but I would prefer if I did, like my spiritual self. Am I gonna go to heaven, kind of a thing? What's up with my crooked love story? Your crooked love story, bro. Okay. Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's love life? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's love? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's love life? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's love life? The first card I'm getting is boring, tired, disinterested, lackluster. I'm getting the 4 of Cups. You see how this guy has like these cups in front of him, and then the spirit of the almighty universe or creator is offering this cup to him, and he's just sitting there with his arms crossed, and he's just kind of not interested. This is the card of, in Crowley, Aleister Crowley, I think it's called, he has a Thoth deck, and I think it's called the card of mixed pleasure, or the card of mixed pleasure, just like pleasure that's not quite it's like something is not, your love life is kind of like boring. It's like boring. Okay, Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's crooked love life? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's crooked love life? Let's just get the energy of Leo's love life. I'll stop calling it crooked. What's the energy of Leo's love life? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's love life? Spirit, what's the energy of Leo? love life. And at 41, it's quite common for love to be not so freaking fiery and passionate anymore. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So like working, maybe like workmate romances. It could speak to like working in kind of like working maybe online on dating apps. I'm getting this sense that you're in this kind of communal group of people looking for love, or you're somehow looking on like the social media, like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, like you're going through the swiping, or you're sort of in this kind of like community of love seekers, or when you are in a sort of on a date, it seems maybe we're talking too much about what we do for a job, or we're just there's a kind of a job or teamwork element. It's not very passionate. It's not very it's not very passionate. It's not very lustful at this current point. I'm getting it's like many minds coming together or something, or it could even be ancestral. This could go deep. It could go like the ancestors or your spirit guides or something are convening and guiding the right women or men like to your life or something. Like there's this kind of like we're all working together to find this person for you, or you're working through social media, or you're working through the collective, or some sort of small group. I often associate this with witchcraft. It's like when you have a coven, you see how these people all look like coven members. Like there's this kind of like, or it could speak to just witchcraft in general, or maybe you're doing spells for love, or working in groupings with people. Love at work. It could be love at work. Yeah, it could be love, because this is the sign of Pentacles, and Pentacles relates to money and finance and work. So it could be a person at work, or it could be a lot of different things. Spirit, what's the energy of Leo's love life? Okay. Overall, Spirit, what is the energy of Leo's love life? Overall, Spirit, what is the energy of Leo's love life? Page of Cup in reverse. I'm getting a sense that you have a block, and you're not really initiating, and you're not, maybe you're on the apps and you're swiping, but you're not taking it a step further and going on those dates, or maybe you're sort of thinking about it. It seems like stagnant. And this guy is like, look at him. He's offering a cup of love. This is the suit of love, the cup suit. And I got it in reverse. So I'm getting a sense that you're not even in a position, you seem kind of blocked. You're not really in a position to take those first steps. Something else is more important to you. And I think what's more important to you, and that's okay, don't worry about it. Love is love, and who needs it? You know, I have a boyfriend. Take him or leave him. What's more important to you right now is this project, I think. This renewal of spirit and soul and whatever it possibly is, getting your life on track. I think this comes first, in my humble opinion. We could dive deeper into the cards about what that is. Work is more important. I'm training right now. Yeah, okay. And you might be a late bloomer. I don't know. In terms of career, maybe you didn't get to the place in you, like at 41, maybe you're not quite where you wanted to. Maybe you should have been where you are now at 31, kind of a thing. And so it's natural. It's really natural that but I did get, this is quite nice. I got the sign of abundance. I got a sign, and this could speak to you have something to offer women, and you might know that, like, I'm a good catch. Like, after it's all said and done, like, I'm a good catch. Like, I'm nice. I listen. I'm emotionally intelligent. I'm spiritually inclined. I work hard, like I'm a provider, or whatever those things that you might value about yourself. I'm getting a sense that in the realms of love, that there's a sense of luxury or abundance or something. But I'm getting at the current moment, it's a bit boring, and it's not really where your interests lie. It's not really holding your attention at the current moment. And then I got this curious card of the Three of Pentacles, and I don't know if things are working. It could, I might even read it as things are working in kind of divine timing, where like things will come together and the person will emerge naturally when the time is right. But I don't think that time is now, because I'm feeling like you're really blocked. And I think this is more important to you right now. But I've been working in a toxic place for 12. I've been working in a toxic place for 12 years. Been in a toxic relationship for like 12 years. Maybe turned boring and it died kind of right away. Maybe turned boring and it died kind of right away. Yeah. Maybe it got boring. Maybe it was too task oriented. It was kind of just like passing in the kitchen, or kind of like sharing. You cook dinner and I'll clean the kitchen, and we'll sleep. We'll have sex once a month, and maybe it became very task based or something. They're my dogs. Yes. How was your walk? Fun time? Good time? My partner took them on a walk. I'm getting you. How's your love life? One of you, if it's not you, one of you had something to like. You were in a position, or maybe you have a lot to give. Look at this sort of opulent, luxurious, beautifully gowned person, covered, like surrounded in pentacles. Like you have a lot of money or intelligence or love or something like that is like in your realm, in your field. There is a lot of like something to give to another person. But I'm feeling like now is not the right time. And I think we should focus on this project and like taking initiative and focusing and doing what you need to do, like to get yourself renewed, refreshed. I'm a protector financially and emotionally. Okay, yeah. That would speak to this card. Luxury, abundance, protection, security, and even teamwork. Maybe you're a good team player. Maybe you actually are one of those rare men who will split duties and split finances, or even cover the bill when you go out on a date. Or maybe maybe you're one of those guys who actually has empathy for the woman, the partner. That's a rare quality. That's very good. Work is my main goal at the moment. Okay, yeah. Yeah. But with this Knight of Cups in your next coming weeks and months, I am getting a sense that maybe there will be an offer of love to somebody. That's in the cards, If someone might come up. I think we focus on work in the next little while, but there could be someone who comes up, and I wouldn't, I think you're blocked right now, but maybe not being so blocked and seeing what that is. Because there is somebody who might come in. Hi, can I get a free reading? Yes, you can. A soulmate has been appearing for a while. A soulmate has been appearing for a while. Okay. Sorry, what do you even mean by that? What do you even mean? Somebody from your past who you consider a soulmate, or somebody in dreams, or somebody, what is a soulmate has been appearing for what? How do they appear? Where are they showing up? Or what the fuck are you talking about? Overall, though, Leo, I'm getting a sense that you're on a really good path. And I'm just getting that it's just the day-to-day grind that's going to be the hard part. It's that day-to-day grind, like getting up, doing it, every day, working hard, like. But I'm getting a sense overall that we will be renewed. We will go full, turbo mode Aquarius. An unknown soulmate has been appearing since 2023 in tarot. Oh, have they? So you've been getting multiple readings. I would recommend to you to get your own tarot deck and start reading for yourself. No one can read better for you than you can read for yourself. Nobody. I can't do a better job than you can do for yourself, and getting familiar with the cards and reading your own tarot. And sometimes it is good to get it, and maybe you have already done that, and it is sometimes good to get a different person's perspective. But in general, like, nobody can read cards better for you, and you can figure out what that love is. And I'm getting this witchcraft sense, this, like, and to me, and I even said, I'm like, your spirit team or divine guidance or God or whatever it could possibly be is kind of in the mix here. Like, there's some sort of divine union of many minds. They could be non-embodied minds. It could be things that are happening in the astral or sort of in the ephemeral that are working in favor for your love, and it could be that they are bringing in this soulmate or something. Yeah, that's a possibility. Sure. I still don't know her yet, and I'll know her. Maybe I'll know her this year. Okay, let's just ask about it. Spirit, what's the energy of this unknown lover? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, what's the energy of this unknown lover? Spirit, what's the energy of this unknown lover? Spirit, what's the energy of this unknown lover soulmate? You might have had, I don't talk in soulmates. I don't talk like that. I don't believe in that. I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so it seems ungrounded, and maybe you've been dealing with some like mentally ill readers, or some readers who are too like pop tarot. They're too like pop psychology, like pop witch talk, all this kind of like, your soulmate's coming, 555 444 111, like, it's all, she's coming in the next month. You just have to be ready and prepared and call her into your life, be open. And like, I don't really, I'm a different type of reader than that. Spirit, what's the energy of this soulmate? Okay, I got the Empress. Okay, hold on, wait a second, hold the phone. Spirit, what's the energy of this soulmate coming in? Ungrounded. So maybe she's coming from online. Spirit, what's the energy of this soulmate coming in? Spirit, what's the energy of this soulmate that's been prophesied? Spirit, what's the energy of this soulmate that's been prophesied since 2023? Spirit, what's the energy of this soulmate that's been prophesied since 2023? Okay, Spirit, overall, what's the energy of this soulmate that's being prophesied since 2023? Spirit, overall, what's the energy of this soulmate who's been prophesied since 2023? Okay. I'm getting a sense there's going to be a little challenge involved with it. I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is the woman. It's like me. I'm a Capricorn. I would be sort of a Queen of Pentacles, like a grounded, stable, strong, financially adequate, kind of grounded, earthy female. But I'm getting this in the reverse, and so I'm getting a sense that maybe in an Aquarian way, maybe you're finding her through more ephemeral channels. So maybe you're finding her online, or through just unknown way. Like, you're not going to find her at work. You're not going to find her at the local bar. Like, maybe you find her on a trip to Rome or something. Like, she's hidden. She's not like this like grounded, or maybe she doesn't really have a maternal. And at 41, I don't know if you're thinking about having children anymore. Maybe she's not necessarily very maternal, or like mamacita as a Mexican. You like, she's not like one of these mamacitas that's going to have 5 kids and doing all the cooking and cleaning and something. There's something a little bit like ungrounded about her. Maybe she's more like kind of whimsical, or she has like a whimsical nature to her, or the nature in which she comes into your life is a little bit whimsical. I did get the Empress though, so that this is the card of nurture and nature and loving, and so this is this is what we are often, men would be looking for, this kind of like sweet. So this kind of contradicts what I said about her being a mamacita. Maybe she will be your mamacita. I don't know. She might, but she might do it in a different kind of way. Maybe she's more spiritual. Maybe she has like a thinner frame. You know what I mean? Maybe she's more agile, or maybe she's not interested in. Maybe she's interested in caretaking of the planet or of animals, maybe not so much children, or maybe she's just a little bit different, and she's grounded in a different kind of a way, but she is there as a strong like female, divine feminine. She does have some sort of divine feminine element to her. I did get the Knight of Swords in reverse, so I'm getting a sense that communication with her as up to this point has been a little bit blocked. This card of communication and speaking to one another, like technology, like instant messenger, live YouTube videos, like talking to people face to face. This is the card of rapid communication, rapid insight, rapid mental intellectual sharing. I'm getting this in reverse. So I'm getting there's sort of some kind of block in communication, whether that's her, she's maybe more of a shy, quiet, reserved type of woman or something. Or the communication in the start, or of what this is, or she's not communicating, or she's not maybe she's already knows you and she's just not speaking, or you're not speaking to her. Maybe she's already in the mix or something, but she's not being, her throat chakra is blocked. She's not being able to be communicative at this point. And then overall, I'm getting this 8 of Cups, but I got it in the reverse position, and this is the card of letting go. And I'm getting a sense that maybe you've had this idea about some soulmate since 2023, and you're like, it can't be real. Like, as a rational Aquarius, you're like, no, I gotta just keep my nose to the grindstone and but I'm getting a sense that you maybe don't need to quite too soon let go of this notion, because there is a possibility. It's asking you not to let go. I'm just getting overall, what's the energy for this soulmate? I got that you should not let go, that you should not give up on this. I think there's this Empress randomly for you, whatever. This is weird, but this Empress is coming into your life. And that's unique. I mean, that does happen sometimes for people, and it would happen for an Aquarius, would have a little bit of a more magical lifetime than different. It's not like a Taurus or a Virgo. Like Aquarius will have a really synchronistic lifetime. So I'm getting a sense there is like this woman, this Empress, that is kind of, here she is. But then I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I'm getting a sense it's like she's not here and she's not talking. So is she even real? It's a strange thing. But then you're being asked not to let go. So maybe you just need to be more receptive in general. Stop blocking yourself to women coming in. So if you're at the gym, if you're out, you're at the grocery store, just women come by, smile at them. Hi, hey, how are you? Be friendly. I know some women are like a bit skeezed out when men approach them, but I'm getting a sense that you are blocked in love right now and you're not letting people in. But Spirit is like, there's this soulmate on the horizon, and don't let go of that, like, because she's coming or something. But you're not wrong. If your instincts are telling you that you need to be working on your finances and you need to be working on your career at this point, then that is what you need to do. And I would say that's more important at this point, in human history than finding a partner. So I would focus on the career, and I think the woman will come as a byproduct of that, as they usually would. So, yeah. You're definitely right. Happy New Year's, by the way. Happy New Year's, everybody. Can I join your list if you possible? Yeah, I got a couple. There's so 3 on the old. Hello, greatness. What kind of reader are you? Now I'm intrigued. What kind of reader are you? Oh, I don't know. Just me. I'm just me. Oh shoot, I'm not like these you see these like 21-year-old girls who've just got out of high school and they're like, so your love life gonna be high, or energy, that kind of energy. You're the best. Thanks for your wonderful reading. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you're satisfied. And it looks like things are going good in the next couple of months, weeks, and stuff. And I might pop on live. I usually come on once a month, so you've caught me at a good time. And if you want to pop back on and let me know how it's all going, then that'd be cool. I always love updates from people. I need to go to the bathroom really quick, and I'll be right back, okay? See ya. Be right back. All right. Hello again. Wow, my question is going to be similar. Yeah, it's always love and career. I wish more people asked about their spiritual fulfillment, but nobody seems to care about getting into heaven. All right, so who's next on my list? Who is the next? So Mantatakanahan. Mantatakatakhan. Mantahakhan. That's a mouthful. Like, for how long will Hamza stay immature? I'm his and Noor's. Just call me Noor. Okay, Noor. Like, for how long will Hamza stay immature? I'm his in his and Noor's relationship. So are you asking about a friend of yours? You want 2 cards for how this person is. How long will they stay immature? Men are often immature. No, I am Noor's relationship. Okay, so you're asking kind of like in the third person. Okay. How long will Hamza stay immature? Okay, let me shuffle my cards again. I will tell you something. Men stay boys almost for their entire lives. This is insider knowledge, and this is some woman shit, like woman to woman. I'm telling you something that's not a lot of people will tell you this. Just us two, no third person. No, yeah. I know what you mean. Men don't grow up. And that's why they like bimbos who are like, like I've worked in sex work and things like that, and the girls who are just like, buy me a Louis Vuitton and give me a thing of a thing. Those types of girls are the winners. Bimbos win the world because it's childlike. They childlike. And sometimes with women, they do the baby voice with their partner. Hey, sweetie, baby, come here, sweetie. Oh, my baby. It's like women have this instinct that they know men like children, or no, they know that men are forever boys in a way. And but this is a side topic. They're just fucking ridiculous. I don't know what they do. Yeah, they don't want to wake up in the middle of the night when the baby's crying and cradle it like a mother would. Like women Women, I tell you this, I'm a teacher as well. Women have it. Women are in the nitty gritty. They're like, they're on top of their children's shit. And men just are just like, hey, kid, come here. Ah, throw the baby in the air, scruffle its head and kind of a, and women are like, did he eat today? Did he sleep today? How was he? Did he behave well? Is he listening to you? Is like women are the real heroes of the world. Sorry. Women are the heroes. Women are the adults in the room. Sorry. Women are the adults. And men are and women care about other human beings, and they care about, they're just so social, so social. So like you're asking about this guy, will he ever mature? That's no knowledge of that. I want to be a child too. Like women should be a child in relationship, and man should be mature. Oi. Well, I have a bad news for you, sister. That's never gonna happen. That's rarely going to happen, except if you get these men who have these values, or they've developed some sort of philosophical system, or some sort of like bravado. So it's always narcissistic. It's some sort of self-reflective practice about them being mature, and them being providers, or them being like really deeply embedded in some sort of Christian or Islamic or sort of religious faith. And so they've adopted from somebody else some kind of sense that they have a duty, and they get a sense of like duty or something. But that really only lasts so long, and they're still cheating and running away and being the little boy, that Peter Pan thing going on with men. Like some, they read these tomes, they read like existentialism, and or what is it? That stoicism. They'll start reading about stoicism, and then they start getting this kind of minimalist, like provider, like values, ethics based persona or something like that. It's all just it's just this narcissism. And women are just psychic and intuitive and relational, and want everyone who's around them to feel good, and remember, like if you have a child, you remember he's allergic to this and he doesn't like that, and when he wakes up he's grumpy, so give him 10 minutes, and after he wakes up, give him 10 minutes, and then make him his favorite pancakes, and he doesn't like syrup, he only likes jam, and they remember all the small details that make someone happy. They're like forever self-serving women, forever in service to those around them. It's I'm just telling you, it's a little bit rare that we find men who are truly mature, truly kind of clicked in and with it. And like even my partner, I have to ask him to clean. I have to ask him to walk the dogs. I have to ask him to cook dinner. I have to ask him like almost every little thing. He would much rather do mathematics projects on ChatGPT all day. All day. It's his favorite little hobby. And he's quite good at it, and he's made breakthroughs, and he's a bit of a genius in that realm. So I give him a lot of hall passes, unfortunately. And I do a lot of the kind of domestic, keeping the house going and keeping the dogs fed and happy and stuff, just so that he can keep going, being, having fun and being curious about this world. And the curiosity about which is something I admire about men. And I'm not bad I'm good at talking to men, because you just nerd out. You just nerd out about their favorite hobby, their favorite video game, their favorite, sport, entertainment, thing, little fucking thing that keeps them happy, kind of a thing. You just nerding out with them about that. But if it gets too deep, or if it gets too like sentimental, it's just, it falls. Hey love, what's next for okay. Yeah, a man doesn't believe those, men don't have those habits. Yeah, I know, men don't have those habits. Yeah, of like being really mindful in the space about everyone's needs and everyone's wants and desires, and making things run smoothly and making things clean and beautiful and perfect and happy and smooth running. Women just keep this world kind of smooth running. And so you're asking, when will he mature? Spirit, what's the energy of this man maturing? Spirit, what's the energy of this man maturing? Spirit, what's the energy of this? What's the energy of this man? What's the general energy of this man? He might have some qualities, we can't throw them baby out. Oh. What's the energy of this man? Okay. Spirit, what is the energy of this man? Okay, he is chilling. He is, Spirit, what's the energy of this man? Oh, I got the Tower. Okay, Spirit, what's the energy of this man? Okay. I got the Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's a threat of breaking up, but it never seems to happen. Like you're threatening to break up, but it doesn't ever come to pass. But it's kind of always on the table. It's always in your mind. Like, I'm just going to break up with him. I'm just going to break up. Like, and it's on his mind as well. I'll tell you that. Hamza, he's like thinking about like breaking up, but it's never happening. It's in reverse. So this would be the card of breakup. I'm getting this in reverse. You have threatened him. Yeah, this is on the table, but it's not ever coming to pass. He, in his energy, is the Four of Swords. And so he's chilling. He's relaxing. He's lazy. He always needs a break. He needs to sit down. He needs to take a break. He doesn't have time to help because he's thinking about him. Oh, no. Can you help me do the dishes, sweetie? Could you cook dinner tonight? No, I've had a hard day. I need to sit down. I need to play video games. I need to go golfing. I need to relax. He's like constantly needing to relax. Maybe he has a high stress job, something, but he's needing to relax a lot. And I'm getting in this sense, I got the Three of Wands in reverse. And I'm getting a sense that he has no plans for the future. So making more money in the future, getting married to you, doing anything with you in the future. He's not making any plans for the future with you. No job. We are not married. Yeah, he's not even, you might have asked, are we gonna fucking get married? And he's not making plans for the future. He's only thinking about the present and relaxing from his high stress job. And I'm getting a sense that this question of breaking up is on the table, but it's never coming to pass. And you're not in his future plans. Nothing could possibly be in his future plans. He's just living day to day. But he is crazy about making money and also wants to get married very soon. Oh, he does. Okay. Well, I'm getting a sense that his future plans are stagnant. Like maybe he talks about it, but nothing ever happens, kind of a thing. Like he's like, we'll get married, but he never buys a ring or he never plans the wedding. Like I'm getting a sense that when we all plan for the future, like in 6 months, I'm going to do this. In a year, I'm going to do, in 10 years, I'll be doing this. This idea of like future planning is somehow blocked, or he's not very good at it. Okay, Spirit, overall, what is the energy of this man? Spirit, overall, what is the energy of this man? Spirit, overall, what is the energy of this man, Hamza? Liar. I'm getting this. I got the moon in reverse. I'm getting the sense that he tries to be honest, but he's often it often feels like he's lying, or he's doing things behind your back or something. Although he makes like this big front, like he's not, like he's being honest. Like, I'm being honest. I'm being true. I'm honest. I want to get married. I want to do all these things, but behind it, there's like this shadow of the moon. Like there's this darkness. Of maybe a lie, like, and there's no sun. There's not enough sun. There's a shadow involved with this person. So his overall energy is the moon in reverse. It's kind of like being wishy-washy, like not being clear. Yeah, it does feel like that even when he is saying the truth. Like when he's saying the truth, he's not saying the truth. That's the kind of thing I'm getting. So I'm getting this in reverse. Like if I got it in the upright position, I would say, oh, he's just a liar. Like, and you like catch him. He like lies all the time. But I'm getting a sense he acts like he's telling the truth, but he's like on the verge of a lie all the time. Like it's almost like he's almost about to, he's like, he is lying even when he's telling the truth. Like he's never clear with his communication. Okay. I'm getting just a bunch of, and in general, he's just like relaxing or just decompressing from his high stress job. So maybe he doesn't have time to spend with you, doesn't have time to help you around the house, doesn't have the time to take you out on a date. He spends all his free time maybe just on himself and doing the things he likes to do. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. Break up with him. Break up with him. He's a liar. He's like a two-faced. He's like, and this has been on the table so much. Like, well, I don't know what's keeping you around. I don't know if the dick is good or whatever the fuck. But his plans for you are not real. He might talk. He talks a lot, but he doesn't really have any plans for you with you. This is the card of future planning. See, he's got his hand on the staff and he's looking out towards the distance. This is the card of future planning, making plans in the future. I got it in the reverse position. I'm getting a sense that he talks about it, but nothing ever happens. We're going to get married. We're going to get married. We're never going to get married. You love him. Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck to you loving him. Will I be next? I love him. Will I be next? What do you mean, will I be? Yeah, I can do another reading. Spirit, what is Noor, right? Noor? Spirit, what does Noor need to do in the future? What does Noor need to do about this? Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? The Tower. I think you need to break up with him. Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? Spirit, I got the Tower earlier. Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? This is going to be hard for you. Move. Even overseas. Move somewhere else. Move. Quickly. Make a quick decision. Break up with him quickly. Like quickly. Like one day you're just like you pack your bags and you go. Because I think it's like you're like threatening to break up and you staying and staying. But he makes promises and I'm seeing that the quickest, cleanest way for you to do this is quickly. See these arrows flying through the air? I'm getting a sense that you need to move quickly. You need to have a Tower moment about this, which would be a complete break. And this is on the table, this breakup card. So I'm getting a sense that we need to, and actually, if you look at my cards, I have the Tower underneath the breakup card. That's where I put it. That's where it falls. The Tower is underneath the breakup card. Spirit, what does Noor need to do about this? Oh, yeah. I'm getting the, what is that? The nine of swords. You need anxiety, depression, being alone, being isolated, going through a dark night of the soul. You love him, so it's going to be hard. And I'm not being very nice or sugarcoating things for you right now, because I've seen this so many times, but like, it's going to be hard. It will be hard, and it needs to be fast, and it needs to be quick. It needs to be a tower moment. It needs to be just one day. You're just like, okay, I've reached my limit, and that's it. And maybe you wait a couple months, and he just does something that you just cannot stand, and you just, boom, tower, boom, you move quickly, pack the bags, and then you go to an apartment, or you go to a hotel, and this is you in that hotel. And this is what it's going to be, because you love him. Unfortunately, you love the guy. So you're going to be anxious, depressed, unraveled. See this guy? Miserable. And you'll be like that for a couple months, but then you'll come out of it. And we can even ask questions about you coming out of it. Spirit, where will Nora be a year after she breaks up with this guy? Where will she be a year after she breaks up with this guy? Spirit, where will Nora be a year after she breaks up with this guy? Spirit, where will Nora be a year after she breaks up with this guy? Woo! Strength. You found your inner strength. Spirit, you found your inner strength and resilience, and you're a strong woman. Again, you're a strong woman. Spirit, where will she be a year after she, there might even be difficulties. It's hard when we break up with people. Spirit, where will she be in a year after she breaks up? I'm getting you find your strength again. Your beauty. Maybe you start taking care of yourself. You lose some weight. You're taking care of your appearance. You're taking care of your body. You're taking care of your work. You're finding some inner strength. You're getting up every day by yourself or with a new partner. You know what I mean? We have strength again. We have strength. Spirit, where will she be in a year after she breaks up with him? Spirit, where will she be in a year after she breaks up with him? I'm a good witch, and I tell only the truth. My cards only tell the truth. Okay, you're balancing your finances. Maybe you don't have the money coming in from him anymore, so you're having to do some more budgeting or taking like a side hustle or something. Like, we're kind of like balancing our finances, spending. We're having to be more mindful about our resources. We're balancing our body, going to the gym, working out. This also speaks to body. It speaks to money, body, finances, our grounding. Like, I'm getting a sense that you're balancing. Spirit, where will she be in a year? And I'm getting the card of family and wealth. So I'm getting a sense that family will surround you. There will be money. There will be money. This is the card of abundant money and family. I'm getting a card that people will surround you and take care of you. Friends, family, and there will be money. And you won't be out in the cold. Like, there's like this group of people that's going to surround you and help you through this period. And you'll have lots of friends and family to fall back on in a year from now. And those will be the people that you look to and that love you and that really love you. Will Nora get a better man than him if I break? Yeah, you will probably get a better man than him, but I wouldn't worry about that right now. I'm getting a sense your family and your friends are going to look after you. I didn't see in a year that I'm not seeing a man right away. Will he try to reach out if I break up with him? He might. I wouldn't go back to him. He seems toxic. I would break up with him, and I would do it today. I'm getting a sense that you need to do it quickly. I would do it today. I would pack your bags and do it today if you want to save yourself some sort of like terrible breakup. It could be easy. It could be like you pack your bags and you leave a note on the table and you're like, hey, you know what? I love you, but I feel like I need something different. in my life, and I just need a man who like pays attention to me, doesn't lie to me, has time for me, wants to marry me, wants to make real concrete future plans with me. And I just don't feel like that's where you are, and that's no shade on you. Don't put the blame on him. Just like let him off easy. Just like, you're beautiful. Just keep doing you. Just keep doing you, bud. And I'm gonna go and like find my inner strength again, because I feel like you've lost your strength. Spirit, what kind of man will he be? Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Men don't change. Didn't you know that? Men don't change. Okay, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? What kind of man will he be in 5 years? All right, we'll see. Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? He's still confused. He's still wishful thinking. He's still making promises that he doesn't keep to women or to you or to himself. He still has unfinished projects. This is the card of wishful thinking. You see these cups with all this random shit in it, and this guy's like, I don't know which one. He still is not clear in his communication. Spirit, what kind of man will he be? He's just what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? I'm asking my spirit team. Spirit team, come and help. What kind of man will he be in 5 years? I got this. So, Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Getting a sense he's waiting for an enemy. So he's holding on to his career. He's holding on to what he's got, but he's always anxious, or he's always there's always an enemy on the horizon, or there's always something wrong there. So I'm getting a sense that he has maybe a pattern of something is always wrong, or something is never quite right, and he's always like waiting for the shoe to drop, or waiting for worried he might lose his job, or worried something bad will happen. And I'm getting a sense that he has this anxiety that carries on into the next 5 years, where he's not comfortable in himself, and he's not comfortable with where he is, and he's anxious. He's got like an anxious kind of temperament. I'm getting he's like still very anxious, and he's still wishing, he still has some wishful thinking. Spirit, what kind of man will he be in 5 years? Great. He'll be restrained, tied, unable to move, not free. He's not a free man. He's not a godly man. He's not a spiritually unbound man. He's a very constrained, constricted ball of stress or something. He's very stressed in 5 years. He's confined. Maybe he's still at the same workplace and he hasn't moved up in his position. I'm getting a sense he's not moving forward in life. Like he's still held back, and he's not moving forward. He's still the same motherfucker that he is right now, like in 5 years, and he's even worse. Like things are looking worse for him in the future. So I don't see him changing. I see him actually getting worse. And he's anxious. He's worried bad's going to happen. He's always worried something bad is going to happen. So he's not joyful to be around. He's not happy. He's not loving. He's not abundant. He's not protector. He's not comfortable, soft, soothing. He's not like a shoulder that you can just nuzzle into. He's like stiff, and he's anxious, and he's worried something bad is going to happen. He's got all these dreams that don't come to pass. All his dreams and fantasies, nothing ever happens. And he's constricted. You just hate this. Yeah, I know. This is the reality. My cards, my cards don't lie, but I'm getting, girl, in a year, you got your strength back. You are balancing your body and your finances. And you got family and friends all around you supporting you. The only good cards I got is about where you will be in a year. The only good cards I got. All these cards are shit. I don't get shit cards all the time. Like, my cards will be good or bad, but these are all shit cards. The only good cards I got is in the hypothetical scenario that you break up with him. In a year from now, you're a totally different person. Okay? So that's what it is. And that's your decision to make. And a lot of women will just keep lashing themselves. They'll keep putting up with it. They'll keep being a martyr. They'll keep being a pandering housewife. So are you going to be a pandering housewife, or are you going to be the witch? Are you going to be the witch of your own freaking life? I would say be a witch. Don't put up with this shit. I wouldn't put up with this shit. He's a liar. You're not really in his future plans. He's really just worried. He's anxious. He's stressed. He's just like relaxing. He's just like trying to chill. And this thing about, are we going to break up or are we not going to break up, is always on the table. So I would just cut it. And Spirit is asking you to cut it quickly. Tower moment. And then for couple weeks, a month, you're going to be going through it. And if you're willing to put up with a little bit of pain for a couple months, in a year, you're going to be somewhere totally different. In this year, I will ready myself so that I am not very depressed. I don't know. No. Okay. You know what? That's all right. If you want to do that. But Spirit is asking you to do it quickly. The quicker, the better, The quicker, the better. The quicker, the better. Spirit is asking you to do it quickly. I'll just tell you that. It's a fire horse year in Chinese astrology. It's time to cut and snip what doesn't serve us anymore. And I'm making radical changes in my career and in my life at this moment as well. So anyways, that's your reading. And here's a word of advice. If you want to go pro ultra witch mode, then do it quickly and do it tomorrow. Start looking for places to rent, rooms that you can rent, places you can live, houses, whatever. Moving back in with your family, whatever it takes. Moving back in with your family. Don't be ashamed of that. Moving back in with your parents, that's fine. I don't know how you are financially, but just don't be ashamed. I would do it quickly. You're welcome. I know, but I just can't, That's just a man. There might be the perfect man is just waiting for you, and you're just wasting time on this guy. Wasting time. All right. What's next for me professionally? Let's clear the energy. Okay, let's clear the energy. Let me just shuffle my cards. Sion. Who are you? What's your name? How old are you? And where do you live? But like that man is like, he's going nowhere in life. He's going nowhere in life. He's like a shit person. Let's go. You can call me João Firmino, Portugal. Okay, Portugal. And you want to know what's happening next for you in career? Was it? João? How do I say that? João. 32. I'm 32 too, bro. Portugal. What's your sun sign? What's your sun sign? Scorpio. Ascendant Pisces. Love that. I'm a Capricorn with a Scorpio moon and Scorpio rising. All right. Love a Scorpio. All right. What's going on with your career? Portugal. I have a cousin who lives in Spain. And my parents have been to Portugal. And you want to know what's going on in... Yeah, we keep it real, that's for sure. I just told that girl to break up with her boyfriend. And she should, but she won't. She won't. But you would. You'd do it. I will give him only a year. Blah, 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 blah. Where is... You want to know what's going on? What's next for me professionally? All right. Spirit, what's next for João professionally? 32, Portugal, Scorpio. Spirit, what's next for João professionally? Spirit, what's next for João professionally? Spirit, what's next for João professionally? All right. Spirit, what's next for João professionally? Okay. Spirit, what's next for João professionally? 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 Spirit, what's up with João professionally? Okay, and overall, Spirit, what's going on with João professionally coming up? Overall, what's going on with him professionally? Yo, okay. All right. So ultimately, I got the card of the Hermit. So I don't know if you're doing something by yourself or you are somehow in some kind of position where you are like the only dude. You're like the only guy. Maybe you're starting your own business. Overall, I'm getting a Hermit energy. I'm getting you don't have a lot of support system. I also did get the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is the card of giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. So if you're working with customers, you give them a product and you receive money. But I got this in reverse. So I'm getting a sense that there is some sort of blockage where you're not able to give, or they're not able to receive. You're not able to receive. They're not able to give money. Like something is happening in this exchange of money where there's a block coming up. Maybe you're not getting customers or something. something going on with customers. I'm getting the Queen of Swords. So I'm getting like you're putting out the feeler, like you're talking, you're putting out advertisements, you're trying to attract attention, you're being intelligent, you're making intelligent moves, you're on the computer all the time. This speaks to information technology, like computers, like you're spending time like talking or trying to attract attention, or you're being intelligent about what you could be being intelligent about what you're doing, studying, doing the right things, but in a feminine way. So I'm getting a queen. So you're trying to be more sentimental, lovey, communicative, communal, community stuff, like community mentality. You know, that warmth, not just like King of Swords, which would just be like logical, right, left brain, like strategic. There's like some sort of feminine vibe going on, and you're a Scorpio, so it'll be a little bit more like a feminine thing going on. And then I got the moon, which speaks to things happening without you knowing, like something happens overnight and you didn't even realize, like something happens like in the business, you maybe you start your own business and like you go to sleep and the next morning you wake up and the numbers are all different, or there's things that are happening in shadow. It speaks to lies, trickery. Maybe you're lying, you're tricking people. Maybe people are tricking you. People are lying to you. There's some shadow, and you're a Scorpio, so you would attract shadow. So there's some shadow going on with your profession. Don't know what that could be, but the overall energy that I got for you professionally is the Hermit, and I'm getting that you're doing this by yourself. You're alone and you don't have a lot of support system. And this is like and it's almost like a spiritual journey for you. There's a spiritual element to him. This is often quite a spiritual card. Like you're kind of doing this by yourself. Okay? You're not, I don't know if you're working in a team, but you're kind of alone. Even if you're in a team of people, you are alone. You're the only guy doing something. And does that make sense? Yeah, okay. Accurate so far. All right. Well, yep. Do you have any other questions? The giving and the receiving, which is a huge part of business, this is not happening the way you want it to happen. The money's not coming in, or you're not supplying the product, or something is happening with the supply and demand thing going on. Like it's not working. It's not really working. But there's a lot of communication. There's research. There's some feminine energy. There's some intelligence. There's curiosity. There's advertisement. There's some sort of something, like you're putting out the feelers, and I don't know if it's coming. It's not. It's like coming out weird. It's coming out a little shadowy and weird. What's up next? The solution. Okay. Sure. What does Joao need to solve this and to get the best results? What does Joao need to solve this and to get the best results? What does Joao need to solve this and to get the best results? Spirit, what does Joao need to solve this and to get the best results? Spirit, what does Joao need to solve this and to get the best results? Spirit, what does Joao need to solve this and to get the best results? Time will tell. Waiting. It's a waiting game. This might be a waiting game. This is like waiting. Waiting. Spirit, what does Joao need to solve this? You need fortune in your favor. Ooh. You need to take initiative. You need to take more control. I'll get the Emperor card. You need to like take more proactive steps. I don't know what line of work you're in or what you need to do, but you need to tighten the shit up. You need to lock in, as the kids say. You need to lock your shit in. You might know, and as a Scorpio, you know, like, oh, I could do better here. I could do a little bit better over here. I could do better over here. Like, I really need to improve over here. And you need to lock in and do those things. So locking in. Spirit, what does Jao need to improve the situation? Luxury, abundance. Maybe we are looking for support from other people. Maybe that's the first thing that came to mind. Maybe we already need to be, if you want to think like spiritually minded, you need to already be attracting the things that you want in. So a spiritual practice where you are attracting this money and pentacles into your life. Money magic. You look up some money magic type of thing. Talking to the right people, the people with the money, people with influence, people who look like this. See that person? People like this in your life coming into this business, because you are alone right now and you need some more of this energy. Money, maybe you need more money. You need more funding. You might need more funding, some kind of endowment from investors or your parents or some person, or you need to embody this yourself, which means that you need to start attracting this kind of into your life. So when you're doing these communications or advertisements or putting yourself out there or communicating about your business or whatever it is, you need to like give this sense of luxury, this sense of like, I have what you need. Like, I'm the guy. You need to make yourself this luxurious, opulent person to attract what you want. So we're needing more abundance, obviously. Finances, loans from the bank, loans from somewhere. We need a supplier of funding or energy. We need an energy bank, like a power bank. If that's a person or a place or a thing, you need some sort of energy supplier to power your business. But I did get the first card I got as a Wheel of Fortune, and it's kind of as saying like, well, fate will tell. You know, it could go this way, could go that way. It's kind of, you might be in some kind of business where some days are better than others, and you just need to play the field and make smart decisions. The Emperor, smart decisions. I have knocking doors to receive funds to build projects from scratch. Yeah. And I'm thinking you need a whale. You need a shark. You need a whale. You know, in the ocean, a whale. You need some kind of funding, body or funding or something. You need some funds, I think. And I think that's only a matter of time and luck, and that's a matter of how on top of your shit you are. Spirit. Overall, what does Jao need? Overall, what is the solution for Jao? Spirit, 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 overall, what is the solution for Jao? Page of Cups. Creativity. Innocence. Beauty. It's like the small details of like, you have a conversation with somebody you need money from, and you go and you dress beautifully and you wear the right cologne and you speak eloquently and you're in your sense of authority and you know what you're talking about. You know what the fuck you're talking about. Some beauty, some majesty, some creativity, some je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean? Like there needs to be this sense of romance about it. Ironically, I don't know, in business, but there needs to be some element of like the finer things in life, of love. You need to inject some love into this project. Love. Loving what you're doing. Love, creativity, magic. And I'm, coming from a witch's perspective, I think you might need to do some ceremonial magic. Sigils, prayers, meditations, ritual magic. Could help. That could help. So in the next 3 months, what can I expect? Because I'm doing what I can in my power with the funds that you have. Okay, what did the next 3 months look like for Joe? Spirit, what did the next 3 months look like for Joe? Spirit, what did the next... Okay. Overall, what do the next 3 months look like for Joe? Overall, what do the next 3 months look like for Joe? Okay, I'm getting, you're coming, the next 3 months are not looking very good, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. But I got the temperance in reverse. I'm getting a sense that your allocation of money, the way you're spending your time, your money, your energy is not proportionate. Things are out of proportion. Too much over here, not enough over here, kind of a thing. Temperance is the card of balance. See how she's balancing the water between those two goblets of water in her hands, like she's like pouring water from one goblet to the next until they're both equal. I'm getting there's a sense of disproportionality going on. I'm getting a sense there's not. I got the Two of Wands in reverse. I'm getting a sense that things are not moving ahead. Things are not moving forward. We're stagnant. Furthermore, I got the Star in reverse. I'm getting a sense that we're not renewing things. Things are not progressing. Things are not reviving. Things are not getting better. Like your product is not getting better. Your finances are not getting better. You're not getting better. And then overall, I got the Page of Swords in reverse, and I'm getting a sense that you're not talking to the right people. Overall, you just you're not talking to the right people. You don't have the right people on your side in the next 3 months. So, yeah, just the next 3 months are just not looking very good. I have to go to the bathroom. Be right back. Okay. So next 3 months, yeah. So it's just looking like it's not a bad thing. It's just looking like things are not getting better. Things are not changing the next 3 months. Things are just stagnant. It's not that they're getting worse. I know I'm not getting a sense that they're getting worse. I'm just getting a sense that they're not going anywhere. Things are not changing next 3 months. And the overall issue is that you're not talking to the right people. And I'm getting a sense you need to find somebody like this. You need this energy in the mix. Okay, 6 months. You want to know what's going on in 6 months. All right. This is the last thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go, okay? All right, Spirit, what is going on in the next 6 months? Spirit, what's going on in the next 6 months for Zhao's business? Spirit, what's going on the next 6 months? Okay. Spirit, what's going on the next 6 months? Nice. I think that's what we needed. Spirit, what's going on the next 6 months? Spirit, what's going on the next 6 months? Yes. What's going on the next 6 months? Boy, you just got to wait 6 months. What's going on the next 6 months? What's going on the next 6 months? So what is that? It's that'll be July of 2026. Okay. What's going on in the next 6 months? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Overall Spirit, what's going on the next 6 months? Overall Spirit, what's going on the next 6 months? So this is like, and this is why I got this card. It's you gotta wait. Time will tell. This is the card of time. You gotta wait. And when you start your own business, a lot of it is just sitting and waiting. Overall Spirit, what's happening in the next 6 months? Overall Spirit, what's happening in the next 6 months? Overall Spirit, what's happening in the next 6 months? Overall Spirit, what's happening in the next 6 months? Okay. So the first card I got was the the King of Cups. And like I said, the overall energy that you needed was a little bit more creativity, magic, manifestation, love, and stuff. And I'm getting the next 6 months, you've got that. You've got some kind of creative spark, some creative, loving, beautiful energy going on with this business. And then I got the 9 of Cups, even more loving, cup, creative. And with Scorpio, our businesses are our heart. You know what I mean? So I'm getting some more, look at this guy. He's like this happy Buddha. He's just sitting here. He's like happy as fuck. He's got abundance, his card of abundance, joy, prosperity. I'm getting that things are really working out in the next 6 months. And then I got the Fool card, a new beginning. Maybe you found that funding that you're looking for. There's like a new beginning, a fresh start. July 2026. There's some kind of fresh start. It's going to be slow for the first 3 months. And then by July, I'm getting you have this brand new start. The Fool. That's a great card. And then overall, I got the Queen of Cups. So I'm getting a sense that you really need to have this kind of creative, beautiful, loving wine and chocolate and purple velvet and rubies and jewels and rings on your finger. Like there's this kind of like energy that needs to go into your business of like opulence and luxury. Love. It could be community, like loving everyone, loving people, like you love your customers, you love your product, it's like a beautiful thing. And overall, I'm getting the energy in the next 6 months is the Queen of Cups. And it's the ultimate matriarch. This is almost like an Empress card or like not a High Priestess. That's a little too cut and dry. But this is like this is good. This is like a loving, sweet, beautiful, energetic, warm, motherly, like loving, taking care of her children, taking care of her customers, taking care of her products, taking care of herself. Taking care of every aspect, tending to every aspect of the business. And with that, I have to go. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think it's just that waiting game, isn't it? You're right. The Wheel of Fortune was the most important card. All right, I got to go. That's my family. We're going to have some dinner now. I'll see you later. Peace.